Greetings to all. Today I have been asked to speak on Seva, Seva as a mission with the law enforcement and public service delivery. We in the police in Madhya Pradesh have been following a mission to do Seva or public service from the perspective of law enforcement, access to justice, and access to security and well-being for all individuals. Law in itself has been designed to create a sense of security and a sense of justice for all. Unfortunately, the society's mechanisms, structures, and regressive systems create a situation in which the law can't flourish the way it should be, and the justice gets delivered in a very, very fractured manner. Uh, to combat this thing and to wade through the different structures of the society which create hurdles for justice and security for the individuals, particularly the poor and the underserved individuals, the police needs to gear up in a seva mode, in a mode of public service. We are very fortunate to get guided also by the Karmayogi mission of the Government of India. The Capacity Building Commission decided to understand the whole perspective of law enforcement and public service in every aspect of life from a mission approach in which the public needs to be served through the government mechanisms in the best possible Karmayogi fashion. That is, the government servant should be attuned to do the service in conjunction with the law and the expectation of a democratic political system in which the public needs to be served with their rights intact. There are many problems which exist among the individuals who face violence, particularly women and children. These individuals have a lot of disadvantage, intersectional disadvantage, particularly because of different intersections in the society. Poverty is one of the major issues. There are harmful social practices. There are discrimination based on caste, based on gender, and other issues which take violent proportions. Because of this endemic social structure of violence, there are many issues which need to be tackled by the very progressive law and constitution in our country. The police needs to be more seva bhavi in its approach, and taking this clue from the Karma Yogi mission, the police department has devised in Madhya Pradesh a mechanism to target the service delivery of the women and children who who are under various kinds of disabilities due to various social factors. There are many approaches which the Madhya Pradesh police has taken. We are serving the Madhya Pradesh police from the perspective of serving the underprivileged women, women facing violence. There are many schemes which are there which look after the various aspects of law enforcement. This is guided also by the Sustainable Development Goal 16. Sustainable Development Goal 16, which talks about safety, justice, and strong institutions, is a goal which needs to be aligned with the Seva Bhavi goal of the police. And it aligns also with the SDG 5, which talks about equality of women and justice for women, and SDG 11, which talks about safe cities. Now we work in the slum communities and work against the insecurity and injustices meted out to various people, particularly women and children. And through the Seva Bhavi approach, we have enhanced the capacity of the police officers to meet the community, to do community work by going into the community and talking to them, understanding their needs, and then serving them. There is a bridge created between the public and the police, and this facilitates a dialogue, and this dialogue helps the public to seek help from the police. So, the help seeking behavior has increased because the confidence of the public in the police has increased. Police is going into the localities and talking to them in their own milieu. There are programs like Srijan, which looks after adolescent girls and boys empowerment in the slum communities, in the rural communities. They are given training on self-defense, on career education, on rights education, on law, and we try to imbibe a different and more empowered future for them. And this is through various aspects of capacity development which they follow. Particularly remarkable is the amount of restriction it has brought into the society by those people who are rowdy elements in the society. The girls have learned to take the active help of the police and to retaliate if there are certain issues coming up like that. Similarly, Shakti Samitis work with the domestic violence victims and create women leaders in the community who connect with the police, and the police becomes more accountable and more accessible to the prevalence of violence in the slum communities and in other communities. Shakti Cafe is another scheme which gives economic empowerment to the violence survivor women. Asha Abhiyan is another very important scheme which looks after the destitute women, homeless women, mentally challenged women on the street who get easily abused because of their condition, and their rehabilitation has been taken up very effectively with the support of civil society organization. Zimmedar Mardangi is another very important program in which the police works with men and boys to make them understand the gender justice issues, make them understand the issues of responsible masculinities and fighting against the toxic masculinities which lead to sexual violence. So, the violence prevention in the society needs to be addressed by also addressing the men and boys and their vision of of a good society, their vision of a good citizen, their vision of a responsible masculinity. Student internship program is another very good scheme which connects with the community youth, particularly studying in the colleges and universities. These students help the police to hold awareness campaigns, also help the public in creating access to justice platforms, particularly in cases of cyber harassment, in cases of child abuse, in cases of violence against women, and they connect the community individuals and different victims to the police by creating more hands and multiplication of hands of the police by creating a forum of youth leaders. There are other many schemes which are run through the Convergence Goal Maze, which is a public platform in which police aligns with other government departments, non-government departments, civil society organizations, informal organization and individuals all sit together and converse and try to find solutions. Seva is one of the major goals through which police serves, and Seva is also an accountability standard which the police is trying to furnish. Through the accountability of those whom the police is supposed to be serving, police performance is judged. The police leaders are now assessing the police performance through the Seva Bhavi approach they have. There is a model of law enforcement which helps us to intervene with the public and the community, and for all this we need in the police to shed the colonial feudal police mindset and take up a more democratic, more Seva Bhavi, more Karma Yogi approach to law enforcement and public service delivery, and for this open-mindedness and accountability through service delivery and ethos of justice and Seva should be there. We are very happy that we have been able to achieve a lot. This picture which I am showing in the end speaks a lot, how the police officers sit on the same mat with the community women and children to listen to their issues, and this happens every 15 days in different communities, and this is how an energetic platform is created to serve and also to listen and to serve according to the needs and the expectations of the society. Seva Paramo Dharma is the motto with which police works, and we are happy that we are treading on the right track. Thank you.